Good afternoon and welcome today to today's semifinal football game between the Brooklyn Seminoles and the Jersey Jackals here in wonderful Brooklyn, New York, in the Bay. My name is Eric Hamlin. I'll be walking you through the game today here, guys, on the live feed. My partner, as always, is Howard.
That's me.
He's here. He is here as well with us. We got a beautiful sunny day. I think the rain, I guess, missed us, but there is still a bit of a breeze, which could play a factor into this game.
We'll check the weather.
Yeah, this is the weather coming up here that you can see on the live feed here. A wonderful 78 degrees, but a 12-mile-an-hour wind that is blowing from your view left to right here, guys. So it's going to help teams. It's going to hurt teams. So keep that in mind when you're watching the play here. It's not easy playing in the wind. Me being a kicker and all,
yeah.
I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah, you can see the flag is blowing to left to right, and it's stretched. So it's a good clip up there, but you never know with the fencing around this place. This is pretty much enclosed. So a couple bushes are moving here and there. We'll get that on the video, when we can, and should be good. Go ahead.
They're doing the coin toss now here. Everybody doing the introductions, shaking hands and all that good stuff. The Brooklyn Seminoles come in here as the 1 seed, so they are the host here. The Jersey Jackals are the 6 seed.
So you got the Jackals got here by beating the Herd 26-2. So they were the 6 seed, so they moved up to play the first. And then the Tri-County Owls and the Central Penn Hitmen are playing tomorrow somewhere near Pittsburgh. So we're booking our flights directly after this game to go out there. I can't wait. And there's your playoff bracket.
We can take the Verrazano Bridge right to the airport there.
Holy crap. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Shaking hands here, and we're getting ready to get started here.
Yep. Did you see who won?
I did not. It was very quick.
Oh, we missed it. That's okay.
These refs are ready to get the game going here.
Whoever won probably deferred. That's the way I'd say it.
Yes, that's the smart thing to do. I've played in multiple games where the team defers and the other team chooses to kick, and it's a beautiful surprise when you get the ball twice.
I think we had a game this year that they did that. They deferred and kicked. Yeah. I think it was the Jackals, in fact. The Jackals did it during one of their games, and they did onside and recovered.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So it's, you get both, you get everything there.
The Jackals look like they're a little short-staffed here, player-wise. It doesn't look like they have a full boat of teams here.
It's a parking lot on the Verrazano. If anybody's taking it right now, put your phones on, listen to Eric. His soothing tones will help you get yourself over. And if you're still in the Verrazano and you're hearing us, go to the right and take exit 92. It's Knapp Street. It will take you past the naval base or whatever base is down there, and it will automatically dump you onto the belt about exit 4 or 5.
So you don't just get football updates here. You get traffic reports as well.
And I don't have a graphic for
weather.
That. I don't have the graphic for that.
We do it all.
Let's see if we can get the keys to winning. Let's see if we can get that on there before we start here. I just have to find them. There we go.
It does look like the Jackals are going to kick it off.
So the Jackals to win. I'll give you some of these. I'll give you tap into your defense. That's tap. Number 00. Henry Taps.
He is quite a force to be reckoned with.
Yep. Stay out of your own red zone. You don't want to be backed up, because that's not going to help you. And of course, catch the deep balls. Trotman can throw the deep ball better than many in this league. You just have to catch them. So I'll give you the Seminoles.
All right. So for the Seminoles, keys to win. You got to defend your house. Keep it a low-scoring game. Do what you got to do. Defense wins championships, as we all know. Convert every opportunity. You don't want to give teams second chances. You don't want to turn the ball over. And 3, remember the Alamo.
I'll explain that one. Sunshine Bowl. They played in the Sunshine Bowl. That was the last loss that the Seminoles had. Was in the Sunshine Bowl, and they played the Texas Raiders in Florida. So that's why I said Alamo from Texas. And they proceeded to blitz them from the outside, from the inside, from all man, from everywhere, everything. And it disrupted their offense so much they couldn't generate, and they got down. Like any semi-pro team, you get down by 10 points. You start trying to win the game on your own. But that was the last loss that they've had.
That's wild.
Gone undefeated. Undefeated in the Den their first season.
There you go. All right. Looks like we got number 12 here. Kareem Smith kicking off for the Jersey Jackals here.
2 yellow socks. Usually he's 1 yellow, 1 white. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of bench over there, but like I said, they may be arriving. We should see him coming out, coming in. A little bit drips and drabs here and there.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn's ready. You just see the size difference.
Yes.
I mean, just the two of us up here looking at the size difference of the kickoff team and the return team. It is marked.
All right.
And here we go with the fresh smell of the canneries.
All right. And we are underway here. End over end kick goes to number 1, Kareem Williams.
Sees a break. A little break, right? A little bit.
All right. Got it up to the 35.
Yeah, 35 yard lines. We'll see Gerald Wilson coming in, number 12, quarterback for the Seminoles. First and 10 from the 35.
Let's see if they use this size to their advantage.
So Eric doesn't know it, but today we have something special. We have the referee mic'd up. So we're going to, every now and then, we're going to throw it in there just to give you a taste. So let's see if we get a little something now.
Let's see what he has to say there.
He's just checking his watch right now. We should hear the sounds of the game a little louder because he's right on the field. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear the sounds, definitely.
You can hear everyone talking. Wow, that number. Number 72, Jamie Martinez. The center there looks huge.
The whole line does. The entire line does.
Yeah. All right, first play of scrimmage is a handoff to number 7.
That's Kevin Pear.
I got 2 guys, second down.
Oh, you go. There you go.
There you go.
See?
Gain of about 1 on the play. These Jackals don't seem to want to quit.
No, first play you're really not gonna throw in the towel. But hey, it's a good stop, right? 1 yard gain. That's a good stop for them.
Yeah.
These are all design plays that Coach Spina calls way ahead of time. Oh, is that a free play?
And we got it blown dead here.
See what we get.
Let's see what we have here.
Number. I got it.
That probably would be good if we could hear him.
Yeah, he's cutting in and out there, but I believe that was offsides on number 44.
We got it. Yeah. This is just, like I said, it's just a trial to see what we get. And as it gets closer, it should get better.
Yeah. So we have a 2nd and 4 here for the Seminoles.
That's patented Seminoles. That hard count, and you get guys jumping. Especially guys that are first couple plays, trying to get in. Oh.
Little botch on the exchange off, but they
bad mesh.
Kept their hands on it, so it's going to be a 3rd and 6, a loss of 2.
Yeah, Pear again on the carry, stopped by 51. In on that
Joseph Butler.
Yep. In on the tackle, and again they go up tempo.
All right.
Way up tempo, but again they look down to get the play, and then they run from there. So it's an up tempo game.
They have the wind at their back, so let's see if he lets one fly here.
This is the up-tempo delay.
Okay. Very Peyton Manning-esque.
Where you look at the defense and then you change your play and see if the defense is going to change. They're rushing 4. He's got time back there.
Wilson back, throws it. Ooh, little high.
A little high. We do have a penalty, though.
Yeah, flag on the play.
We have a penalty. Let's see if we get it.
76. You got to take.
I think we have a hold on the Seminoles.
Yeah, I think it's because he's walking. That's why we're getting the...
Going to bring it down or decline, right? Holding. Number 76. That declined. 4th down.
That's actually very good.
Oh, my God. Tell you, Eric, it's your luck. It's you. It's all you. It's not me. I'm just here trying to do what I can. Oh, my gosh, that was great. Hopefully people at home are hearing it. Make some comments, subscribe. Just another layer to HSG Network. So did they take it? And it's got to be.
They declined the penalty. It should be a 4th.
Yeah, it should be 4th. Our stick guy's a little lackadaisical over there. Snap him in. The one thing, though, it's nice is that he's on the other side. Most sticks are on your own side here for semi-pro because you don't want to have that altercation over there. So, another massive punter off somebody. That was off a pair back. That was pair's back he hit.
Yeah.
Oh. He's gonna be limping back to the sideline. Oh,
We got a 16-yard punt there.
yeah, not kicking. So tell me what did you see out there on that kick that you?
Well, they brought some pressure there, and I think he got flustered.
Okay.
You know, he was normally you're 15 yards back. He was only 10. So I think the halfback
could be
went
it.
back to block, and
And I don't think that was Vinny. I don't think Vinny's here right now. I think that was another player. I'm pretty sure it was another player. And Vinny is a dominant kicker in this league. Vinny Cirincione, absolutely dominant. And for him not to be here, you know, for the playoff game, it could be a game changer.
yeah, hey, kickers are important. I don't want to toot my own horn there, but they're certainly important in games. They can change the field.
So here's Trotman, inside handoff.
Oh, and we got
this. Got some yardage. Couple shake and bakes.
There we go.
Gerald Wilson on the tackle.
Yeah. That was Marset, Teron Marset.
Good run.
Yeah.
Good run.
Somebody
Open
revving
it
the
up.
engine for him. All right. That'll be a first down.
I think that's just naturally Brooklyn, the engines.
That'll pick up a 20.
Good job. That's a great first down, first run. And again, they're going up tempo. They did this a little bit the last couple weeks just to try it. So I don't know if you really want to go up tempo against Brooklyn.
Oh, throw it right into the hands of number one. That would be Kareem Williams.
I think that maybe, is that the only one they have?
That's the only one they have.
That's got to be in then.
Yeah.
Good job. So, see, that's again, I don't know if I go up tempo against Brooklyn. I try to use that clock and keep them off the field. But we can take a look at that replay real quick if I can get it. That may take a little while, but we'll try.
Right. Well, we have a little bit of time.
I'm trying here.
Things changing.
Got a lot going on. Doing everything. Are they coming out? No, they're not coming out. Here we go. So check the replay. We're going to cut auto. Here's our accidental replay, accidental digital. One of our guys, and you'll see it.
Yeah, there's number one there playing the safety position in the back.
It's just back. He doesn't even look off. He comes right over. Yeah, he tried to come over.
He threw it.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
So now
back to live action.
Yeah. Brooklyn Seminoles now have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 30. Fake the handoff, pass outside, screen pass.
Another high pass though.
Yeah. Number 9. It's Richard Panel Cobbs, Troy Duncan there.
No, I think it's the other guy. It's
Mims.
the other 9. Mims.
It is Mims. Yeah, we have 2 number 9s here.
Yep, Dekai Mims. I have to, pressure, Eric, and let him know that this is the land of double numbers.
Yeah.
You just have to go offense, defense. Troy Duncan is a D end. You would notice Troy Duncan if he's catching the ball. Another pass. Okay. Another open. 8.
Incomplete.
Dropped it. Look at. Didn't drop it, but got tackled on the play. Probably jarred it loose. Number 8 on the catch, on the near catch on the target.
Yeah, that was Mike Lowry.
And 19.
19 on the tackles, Corey Haggy.
Yeah, broke it up. Good job.
Yeah.
Again, third down. This is not what we're used to seeing from the Brooklyn Seminoles offense.
Yeah, we got a 3rd and 7 here. Let's see if they go back to that hard count.
Get a couple of yards here.
Yeah, or at least get a free play. And they have the wind at their back, so throwing it downfield wouldn't be the worst.
Right.
Take a shot.
And their players are open. And Gerald can also run. Oh, it's coming to the sideline here. Oish.
Yeah, that's the wind.
Under us. That's true. If you know Brooklyn, our camera guy, Anthony Van Dunk, who's doing a great job, is above us. And this is one of the few times that we've actually done it where I've used the person above instead of using the windows. And you can't get directly underneath because we are maybe 5 feet from the field. Maybe 5 feet. I'd say maybe 10 at the most. All right, so this is number 53.
Omar DeBerry.
Omar DeBerry doing the kicking. So let's see if they move him back for this one.
I think they moved him back an extra 5 yards.
Yeah, that's...
to avoid.
He just didn't realize. He's a big man also.
Yeah.
Oof.
Left-footed kicker, too. And
They
don't bring anybody there.
Go.
That's all power.
Yeah.
Love it. Takes me back to when Ndamukong Suh kicked that extra point for the Lions.
So we have a couple possessions for the Seminoles, a couple stops, and we'll see what happens.
So far, no first downs for him.
No, surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising how many people are in this press box, especially our dean. Dean Mensah is here. Oh. He's up top. So we got 1st and 10 from where we at? The 30. 1st and 10 from the 30.
Yeah.
What do you got? 4 wide, single back now. Yeah. Single back spread.
Handoff
Another
inside.
That's not going to work this time. There's your Troy Duncan. There's number 9. See? I can point him out.
Yeah.
I know very few of these guys because I do all the stats, so I know some of them. But 84 on that tackle for the Seminoles. We'll get his name.
Jason McGee.
Jason McGee. Yep.
The D tackle there.
So no gain on the play. Skip Jenkins, otherwise known as, I got to think of his real name. We'll just call him Skip Jenkins from now on. He is their defensive coordinator. I had it this morning.
So
again, they're going up tempo, right?
Trotman and shotgun
slow.
again. He's going to drop back to pass.
He's got time.
Okay. Oh. All right.
He was number 2 on that catch.
That was Jameer Robinson, I believe.
Yep. I'll say yes when you get them right. If you're guessing. Well, one's O, one's D, so it's usually, you're good with that.
All right. So we got
a third and about, 7? I'd say 7. 3rd and 7. It's a grass field. No turf.
Yeah.
Back home, back to natural turf out there.
I like this grass, though. It's not.
Yep. And no dashes, no hash marks
Yes.
to speak of.
Yeah.
It's only the 5-yard lines. But you really don't need hash marks if you got the 5s.
Yeah, and you have the uprights to use as guides to left and right. So
another 4-man rush. 4-3.
Bringing him on the outside.
He's looking.
Oh, he did not follow through on that throw.
And he
knew he was going to get hit, so he kind of let up. And if he followed through, that would have been right in the arms.
Yeah, that was number 1.
Yeah, Jake Wall-Bailey.
Yeah, he had a hand on it.
Yeah,
he just couldn't bring it in because it was just a little too hot coming in.
Yeah, Trotman knew what he had coming at him.
And that's our key to the game right there.
Yeah. So we got a 4th down here. 4th and 7. It looks like they're going to punt.
You got to. You're not going to give. You're not going to give the Seminoles the ball down there.
Yeah, we got Mike Lowry back deep for the Seminoles here, and
he's way deep.
Yeah, for the fact that they're kicking into this wind.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's different. Oh, yeah. No. That's about where it's going to roll out of bounds.
All right.
The 45. So let's see.
That's about a 22-yard punt. They gave him the 50.
Oof.
Wow.
I guess it angled out.
Yeah, that was tough to see.
Guess it angled out of there.
Yeah, so we're every bit of a...
Give it to us.
Yeah, maybe 16-yard punt there.
Oh, and you're setting up. You're almost setting up the Seminoles in positive yardage territory here at the 50. That's not something you want to do, and that's another one of our keys to the game.
Yeah,
number 1 was catch the deep ball. Number 2 was don't get backed up, because when you start getting backed up, it's not going to be a good time.
Yeah. It'll certainly help to keep them on their side of the field.
Right.
But I feel like it's only a matter of time before they use the wind to the advantage and take a shot downfield.
Got to. And he's got such a great arm.
Yeah.
Or he can run. When you see him run, it's ridiculous.
All right.
Inside hand out to pair again.
Yeah.
Taps. Double 0 taps on that tackle. He was in our pregame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoever did those pregames knew what they were doing. I don't know. Eric, I think you had work. I think you worked on them a little bit, huh?
Yeah. I can tell you way back when I played quarterback for the Delaware Legacy and Taps played against us, and I'd never had any time. He was in the backfield. So, all right.
All right, so you get a reset.
All right. Wilson reset the play.
Take a look. See what's on the board. They got 5 coming. Now 4. Most of these teams are using 4-man. It looks like 18's almost offside from our angle.
Yeah. All right, he's dropped back,
He's
see a
looking.
corner.
Is that my guy Taps? Yep. So you got to get him down,
Broke free.
Taps.
Hey,
Got to get him
broke
down.
free. He's throwing
There
deep.
It is.
He's got a man.
Standing, waiting.
And it
And
hit
he,
him. It hit
Down there.
number 9.
That was Mims.
Yeah.
He had 3 guys. That was up in the air a long time.
Yeah,
So all those guys adjusted down there for him.
yeah.
And it's very tough to catch it when you got somebody in your front, somebody hitting you, someone on your side. So
Yeah, he was
give him
open.
a lot of credit.
He was open at the start of the play, and
Yes.
he saw him. He just didn't have a chance to get it out to him.
You had Taps. You had Taps on him, and you had his other D lineman.
Yeah.
So you just got to wrap up. This is the hardest thing: is wrapping up. They call him G block for a reason. He escapes.
Yeah, it's definitely helps to have a mobile quarterback
Oh yeah.
who can break free. So we're looking at a 3rd and 9 here for the Seminoles.
Another 3rd and long for the Seminoles. They're just warming up. Oh, both teams are just warming up.
Wilson back.
Again, now he's coming over.
Again, high release.
Yeah.
And he misses his target, number 13.
They may not be going deep enough for him. Or maybe he's overestimating how tight the coverage is.
I think the wind is playing a lot more of a role than people are realizing. Because when you let that ball go high, it's going to travel.
And he did.
Yeah,
But you have this huge wall in front.
yeah.
So that should protect some of the wind, but you're right. If it's coming from left to right, it's
think
coming
it's-
right off the bay.
I think it's coming right from the goalpost behind him.
Yeah. And this is one of those crown fields. You can see the crown. So the middle's definitely higher than the ends. So
Yeah.
if you throw it to the end and you're throwing it at normal height, it's going to be higher because you're throwing it,
Yeah.
downhill.
High releases cause problems, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Another punt.
That's a great kick.
That's a line.
And is it
Just
good?
let it go.
It
Let
goes
it
into
go.
the end zone for a touchback.
Yep. Just let it go.
Yeah, that was a
That's
good
a line drive 100 miles an hour at you.
kick by D-Berry there.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Good start. Good start for the first quarter.
Yeah.
Again, there is no clock, so we don't know how much time is left. We know that there's been 4 possessions. 4 possessions? 5 possessions.
5 possessions.
5 possessions. So, but a lot of 4 and outs and a lot of incompletes.
And a turnover.
And a turnover.
Yeah. So,
This is where you got to watch
yeah.
because now you're inside your 20, and this is when the Seminoles turn up the volume.
Yeah.
And it's not just our referee's volume; it's their volume. They turn it up.
Yeah, you got to
So you may see a blitz, you may see, other things that you haven't seen before. But it's going to be advantageous then to get a couple first downs here.
for sure. All right. So we got Trotman back. He hands it off. Bouncing off. Looks like a gain of
that.
maybe 2.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying. They have a couple backs. They have number 25 is another
Yeah.
one of their backs.
Yeah, that was Gibson there, I believe.
He's a size back. He's a much taller, much more athletic back than a lot of the guys in the league that are not as tall. So he has that, and he also can catch the ball out of the backfield, which is good.
It's always helpful. All right. So, he lost 2 yards. Wow.
And this
All
is
right.
the pro.
And
you
there we
go.
just said it.
Yep.
You got to be careful, and that is a pick 6.
Yep.
Trotman throwing it to Mike Lowry from the Brooklyn Seminoles, who takes it all the way back.
And that was an easy jump.
Yes.
That was. He's not looking off the receivers, and that's maybe what Coach Martinez is going to tell him. You're not looking them off. You're looking dead at them. And again, this is a big game. Teams come in here playing the Seminoles. It's a big game for everybody. It's your Super Bowl.
Yeah, on those screen passes too, you got to have a quick release, and throwing into the wind, it's going to hang up a little bit and give him more time. So,
We'll see if they're going to probably go for the 2. I don't think like I said, Vinny's not here, so I would think they would have to go for the 2.
yeah. Although I did see
See a T go out? No, Gerald's going out.
I did see D-Berry kick a ball from the 50 earlier with somebody holding it to see what they had, I think.
And at this point, we would say no reason.
Yeah.
You're already up 6-0.
Yeah, we got 6-0 here.
You're dominating on the line of scrimmage, so I would say Keep it easy.
We got 2 guys out left. And handoff
It's pair.
cuts in. And
He in?
Did he got
Yep,
it.
he's in.
All right. Pair for the 2.
8-0.
So we got 8-0 Brooklyn Seminoles.
So let's take a look at the touchdown. Let's take a look at the pick 6. So we'll throw that up there for you on the replay. Once it comes up. Okay, so here's the alignment. Yeah, the whole time he looked that way.
And that
And
just
that's-
hung in the air with the wind pushing it back. And whew.
Yeah, that was an
And
easy
not-
run.
Yeah.
Easy run.
Yeah. You got to throw that to basically the outside sideline if you have to.
Or have him break it up. You know,
Yeah.
have him break up.
Yeah.
If he's coming down, you got to break up. So, you throw him off a little bit.
Yeah. Pump fakes go a long way. So hopefully he learns from his mistake there and he
Yeah, he's not
Tries
gonna
to
have,
keep-
he's not gonna have much time, Eric. Because let me tell you something. These guys will be on you.
yeah.
You know.
We'll see who's kicking off for them here.
Trying to I know Troy Duncan kicked off a couple times during the season when he had to. It was almost like when he had to, when Vinny wasn't there. Oh, you can't have 2 7s out there.
Yeah.
That's an issue
Yeah.
with your double numbers. You cannot have.
But you can have 77.
you can have 3 7s. You just can't have 2. So where's the kicker? Nobody knows.
I don't even think they're kicking off. Are they not kicking off a tee?
Oh,
They're gonna
they gotta.
They're going to have
They
somebody
can't-
hold it?
You're gonna drop kick it. 1950s drop kick. Oh, here he comes. 58. So give us 58s. That is.
So 58, we have, I don't know if that's Tyler Petrisso or Joe Jimenez. Both
Look
linemen.
at this. Oh, they're both. You can't even see sides.
Yeah.
They're both big men.
Yeah, they're both 6'4", too.
Oh my gosh.
He's
The
really going to
Janssen?
hold this.
Yeah, no. I guess they don't have it. You know what? Vinny probably brings his own tees.
All they had to do was contact me.
Or ask them.
Yeah,
They'll give it to him. We're all friends here.
yeah, I've got 2 in my
And
car.
that's number 7.
That is a big boot from the ground. All right.
Taking about the 8.
Yeah, by Jameer Robinson. Oh, he makes a cut. Makes a cut. Oh, he's got some space here. And he's going.
Oh.
Oh.
Got a couple people to beat. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why you cut that back inside. If he keeps running to the sideline, he had a block.
Yeah. He cut it. Yeah, you know, it's ball safety. You know.
Well, the touchdown's important, too.
I agree to disagree. No, I mean, you're darn right. He should have cut it outside.
Yeah.
But, he didn't. So,
Sometimes they don't have quite the view that we have up here, though.
no. Yeah, when you're down there and you've got those guys at that size, forget about it. You can't see anything.
No, you cannot.
But it gives them the ball at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Positive territory.
Yeah. This is the second time they're in Seminole territory here.
Yeah.
Got to be coming close to an end here in the first quarter, too, so they're going to get the
Yeah.
wind at their back shortly.
Yep.
So we have Trotman back.
Zooming in again. I got to yell at him.
He's got a nice clean pocket. Oh,
Yeah, he was coming across. He just
Yeah.
didn't have the time. He doesn't. I don't think he knows if he has the time. I think he's rushing.
he's rushing, but he had plenty of time there.
Yeah.
That was a great job by his offensive line holding up.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting to see what they come up with here because now you're down 8-0. You got a quick strike offense. I don't see. Do I see? Is 81 out there? 81 is Hubbard. That's his guy. I don't. Yeah, 81's
Yeah.
out there. Yep, he's got his receiver. So
That's him. And Dwayne Allen's to the right.
yeah. So maybe he's just getting double coverage. Looks like he's got a safety over top.
They're spreading him out. They got 2 guys to the left here. The safety, number 12, is picking up. And that's going to lose a couple.
Yeah.
Nowhere to run for Gibson there.
No, it's tough to beat this fourth-man, five-man front because they bring a linebacker up as soon as you hand it off, and you have no chance.
So we have a third and
Third and 14?
14.
Yeah, third and 14. I don't know, Eric, what would you call? Deep ball? May as well?
I feel like you have to do something. You have to get it.
And if they pick it, so what?
You're going to punt it anyway.
Right.
Or you try and go trickery and maybe do a little halfback toss pass.
Oof.
See if you can have
Anybody's
that bite.
open. Anybody's open.
Yeah.
And they're coming with four. And no one is blocking for him.
Yeah.
And again,
And that's short. Yeah.
He had no blocking.
Yeah.
He's sprinting out, and he's got no blocking back there. So now he knows he has no time.
Yeah. The pros make it look really easy when you're running to your right and throwing, or running to your left and throwing opposite across your body. Aaron Rodgers does it great, but I mean, there's not few like him. So now we have a 4th and 16, and I think they're keeping the offense out there.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna give it to him on an incomplete, or you're gonna give it to him on a turnover?
The last punt would have gone to where the first down marker is. So.
Yeah. And the wind's in his face still.
All right.
No, it's switched.
Let's see what they
it's
got.
actually switched around, but let's see.
All right. Oh,
he's running. Oh, look at that.
All right, he picked up 4, but the ankle tackle.
Mike Kuzer. I think that's Mike Kuzer, 44.
44
for the Seminoles.
For the Seminoles is Mike Kuzer, yes.
Yeah. One of the leaders in the league in tackles. So came up big on that one. So again, you turn the ball over. You give it right back to the offense, which is not what you want to do.
Yeah. Although their offense hasn't picked up a first down yet. So, which is surprising.
Yeah, it is. It's really not surprising because you're playing the number 1 team in your league.
Yeah.
Number 1 team probably in the East Coast.
Yeah.
It's a tough challenge. It's a tough challenge for anybody, and then you get down, and it gets even tougher.
Yeah.
But you got to come back on defense.
Yeah. All right. Hand off to Pear there. Coming around the edge. Taps.
Can't get the edge.
Yeah. Taps with a great play there.
Yep. Nice loss.
All right.
About 2 yards maybe. That's huge. That's huge to cut that edge.
Yeah.
Because that's where, you're going to get a lot of yards out of it.
Yeah.
And for him to cut that down and make sure that they can't, that's good.
Still with the hurry-up tempo here. All right. Back to Pat Wilson with the pump fake. Throws it across.
Almost.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, just hit Juwan Pratt right in the chest. That would have been a big turnaround for the Jackals. They need anything that can get the momentum right now.
Right.
So,
all right.
Wilson back in the gun, a 3rd and 12.
Oh, another off. That's a hard count. That's that hard count. Every time.
Yeah.
These guys just have to watch the ball. You're playing against someone that's going to use that against you.
He started to jump, went back, and then jumped the second time.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Joseph Butler there.
Yeah. Well, at least it doesn't give him a first down. Just gives him 5 yards. All right. You're on.
Okay. So we still have a... why are they trying to move the chains there? All right. So we got a 3rd and 6 here. Wilson checking his play sheet, calling out to the receivers. It's number...
Stay wide.
All right.
Until they do something.
All right. Wilson rolls out here. Got a guy open. Can't hold on. So it's going to be a 4th and 7 here for the Seminoles. And again, it looks like the punting unit's going to come out.
We can see everything. I can see all the numbers.
The Jackals here are hanging on here. Their defense is keeping them in this game. They have not let up a first down still. which is pretty impressive. Keeping Gerald Wilson and the Seminoles intact.
Eric, you got all the room over there?
So D-Berry's back to punt again.
Another stop.
And
What do we got? Delay?
I think we're going to see 12 men in the huddle.
Oh, let's see if we can get him. Oh, he's got to stop when he tells us.
Yeah. Illegal formation, 12 men in the huddle.
All right. We got some of that.
Yeah.
A little skipping here and there. Too much movement.
Yeah, the wind's probably not helping
That's
his
true,
connection.
too. I didn't even
either.
think of that, Eric. That's why you're here.
Yeah. College degree, well, college education. coming
College
in
education.
handy.
No degree?
No degree.
No degree, Eric. Come on. Go back and get it.
Oh, bad snap. It's out, and it's
Oh,
blocked.
good block. Number 35
And that-
on that block.
That's going to roll out of bounds right at about the 44-yard line.
That could be a game changer.
So the technically doesn't go down as a block because it went 4 yards forward, but
You get a tip. You get a tip
Yeah.
ball. That's what you get. You
Yeah.
get a tip ball. And that would be the first quarter.
that was definitely a big play, and now they're going to get the wind at the back. Jackals getting some momentum here. And we will be right back.
Hold on, let me just kill audio.
You know what's just as dangerous as a hurricane or flood? A frosted tart. Specifically, raspberry. Left in the toaster for too long. That was the most insane job I've ever done. Ew. Those things are lethal.
Play's about to start.
Here we go. Go. Go.
All
Just
right,
do, no,
and-
no, just do the play. Do the play.
All right, we have the Jackals here now. First and 10 from the 44 of the Seminoles. All right. So Trotman back in the gun. 4 receivers out wide. Fakes the handoff. Ooh.
Oh, a little
Dropped.
tried a little screen. I don't know if he would have gotten any yards out of that.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to get
Killed.
walloped.
Walloped is a nice way of saying it.
Yes.
I would say killed because he was. There were 3 people out there waiting for him if he caught the ball. Maybe he just saw that and said, "Nah,
Yeah.
live for another down." Well, live for another down.
You never know. You make a guy miss, and then, can never be sure of how plays are going to turn out. So, all right.
2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Oh no!
fumble,
no!
And he recovers it. Okay.
Never even got back to the QB. Good thing no one saw that.
Yeah.
It could have been Statue of Liberty play though.
That
I
was
think
a,
he's got to touch it first before he can pick it up and
yeah,
run.
That was a great heads-up play, but there,
Oh my gosh!
2 plays, no yards here.
I mean, what would you call a timeout? Would you call a timeout now just to get your troops together and
Yeah.
say, "Hey guys, it's time. Hey, let's take it easy. It's only 8-0."
Weird that you see 2 players, the 2 receivers on the outside sideline, didn't even come in for the huddle.
No, we get a lot of that in this semi-pro. Yeah, because they're running the same plays. This is game 9, game 10. Good drop.
He's got him wide open over the middle.
There
and
we
that's
go.
a catch.
Good catch, number 1
Yeah,
for
that'd
you.
be Jaqual Bailey making the catch.
No,
No?
number 1. Try number 1. Yep, Jaquan Bailey, you're right.
Yeah. So,
I think he wore number 2 before, but number 1 works for me. He's number 1 in our hearts. I can tell you that.
yeah, they have a number 26 in the backfield that's not on my list either. So,
All right.
apparently they changed some numbers around.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, first
That's
and
all
10
right.
now for the Jackals. Trotman in the back. Oh. Screen.
Back to Bailey.
1. Oh.
Oh, he gets a belt. He got a belt. He got a belt for his trouble.
Yeah. So that was Kareem Williams.
And then throws the belt to the sideline.
Yep.
Oy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. The official will get it back to him.
Yeah.
So we'll be good.
All right, so Bailey with back-to-back catches there. And the Jackals have something going here.
1st and 10 here, moving down around the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Red zone. Got to convert here.
Yeah.
Got to get points out of this. Something.
All right.
He's looking.
Dropping back. Oh, throws it to the sideline.
That's
Again, Bailey.
again.
But I
This
think
is a
he's going
5-yard
backwards.
loss. Yep.
Yeah. He should have just
5-yard
dropped it
loss.
at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You know, sometimes though you think you can make something out of it. Well, at least he didn't lose more yards by trying to go backwards and then come forwards. But you're right.
I think
Sometimes you got to cut the losses here.
Bailey's asking for someone to come in for him.
Oh, he's got 3 straight passes to him.
Yeah. So in comes number 5, Ricardo Patterson, the 4th.
The 4th.
Let's see what the Jackals have in store here for a 2nd and 15.
I thought they had radios. I don't think they were running plays in from the sideline. That just makes you exhausted. Tough sidelines for you, Eric. You might want to use the monitor if he goes left. If he goes right.
He's got him up in the back
he's open.
corner,
He's
and that's a
open.
touchdown.
Number 2.
That is a great pass there from Khalil Trotman to Jameer Robinson.
And
for
that, what do we
6.
say? Deep ball, right?
Yeah.
That's about 25 yards. Would you consider that deep?
Once you get the wind going with you, it's a lot easier to make those throws.
Yeah, definitely.
And he threaded the needle on that one. That was a beautiful pass.
And that was in the air.
Yeah.
That was definitely in the air for a while. So
Yeah.
very surprising. Not surprising, but surprising how much better the passing is going with the wind than it is against the wind. And the adjustments you have to make.
Yeah. Safety there almost tried to get over, but couldn't get there
I know,
just in
right?
time.
Seconds.
So they're going to go for 2, obviously, to try and tie this up here.
I don't think either team has a kicker today, so we're going to see a lot of 2-pointers.
Yeah.
But you're down, so you know.
Yeah, you got to try and even the score here. All right, so Trotman back to Pat. Oh, he slips.
Uh-oh,
And
look out.
Oh, he tries to throw it to a lineman. Oh, and
That was better that it went incomplete because they can return that.
Yeah.
In this league, you can return it. So I'm going to take a look at that touchdown for you, Eric.
yeah.
So take a look at the monitor here, and we'll show it to you.
It was so quick.
It was such a beautiful pass that he had.
And here we go. So they're lined up. We spread our camera out a little bit so you can see the spread, how they're lined up.
Yeah. So watch the safety there on the top of your screen there. See, he drifts over to the right. And then
it's a straight. Yeah,
pulls
he's
to the
gonna-
right, and then he
yeah.
just he ran a corner and kind of broke a weird way, and he was wide open.
Yeah, the safety came over for help when cover 2 over there. The
Yeah.
safety came over for help and just never made it.
Yep.
You know, they try to split the field and see what happens.
Yeah,
but
he drifted to the right, and he threw it to the left, and if that pass was a little bit off, then again, you might be looking at an interception.
Yep.
So that was a great throw. So we have an 8-6 ball game now. Seminoles up.
second quarter.
Second quarter, wind still howling. Let's see how this kick
It
turns out
changed
with
for
the
like a
wind.
minute. I think it was blowing the other way for like 2 minutes, and then it changes right back the other way.
Yeah.
So, but it's coming off the bay, so it's a little different.
All right. Kareem Smith here going to give it a boot.
Count them up. You can only have 5 on each side. You can't have 6.
Yes.
But you actually need 5 on both sides. Oh,
Yes.
and you need the ball.
Yes.
That's that important thing you got to use.
I'd say some kickers prefer their own ball. I prefer my ball a little overinflated so it goes a little further. You know,
Well, trickery.
I know a longtime friend of mine, Magic Mears, used to have a
Little sponge.
Yeah, he used to pull a little bit of air out of it, a la Tom Brady.
A la Tom Brady.
All right. And the kick, squib
It's a squibber.
kick. And it's touched, so it's got to be returned here.
Oh,
He
that's
slips.
not good.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you're just going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's indecision.
Yeah, great tackle there by Ricardo Patterson, the 4th.
And, you know, it's a great play. It's a directional play where you direct that kick towards somebody and see if they can make a play with it.
I don't know if it was intentional, but it worked out. That's for sure.
Now we have to see, you know, what they come out with. You know, there's a lot. They're
Seminoles offense still does not have a first down. So
no.
it's-
They scored on. Yeah, that's right. They scored on defense.
Yeah. So let's see if this offense can get it together here. They're going against the wind now. So See how Wilson's throws are. They're back in the shotgun.
Single back. We got 4 wide.
Yeah. Fake
There's
the
one
handoff.
wide. See, make the
Yeah.
tackle.
Good.
Got to make the tackle.
Yeah, all right.
There you go.
Gang tackling at its finest.
20 and 32 on that tackle.
Yeah. So that was Juwan Pratt and Malcolm Moore.
We'll call it a loss of 2.
Yeah.
So Jackals, number 6 seed coming in.
Yeah.
Not that we highlight that, but you know, every team was pretty much even after the first 2. There was a lot of 4 and 5s, and we're going to call that a false start. See what we get.
Yeah, false start. It's going to be on number 70.
So we can pick it up.
Yeah.
That false start. Offense.
All right, we got some of that. We got the first part.
Yeah.
More than we've ever had. Yeah. I think we're picking up the ladies next to us more than we're picking him up.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Sounds of the game.
So we got a 2nd and 16 here. Pass. Oh, he's letting it rock. Right over the
right
middle.
over the umpire.
Yep.
That's Kareem.
He stepped into that throw, and that was great.
Yeah.
All right.
Kareem Williams on the catch, 3 on the tackle.
3 would be Jameer McNair.
Yeah, that's
safety.
a first down. That's more
All
like
right, there
that's
we
more
go.
like the Seminole offense.
So the Seminoles got their first down.
And then they come right back at you.
Yeah.
So your D-line
And they're
gets
moving.
no chance to take a break.
He had plenty of time to throw that ball, too. So, all right, fix the thing. Hand off. Going deep.
You got
Oh,
him? He's in
he's-
double coverage. That should got
Oh.
him picked. Double coverage down there.
Threw it into the wind in double coverage, and it was a dicey throw, that's for sure.
To say the least.
Yes.
It was up there. That was intended for number 8, I believe. Lowry? No. 8.
Yeah, it's Lowry.
Yep.
I feel like everybody had a shot at it. It was,
Yeah, both defenders.
yeah. Tough to see who that is over there.
Well, usually he's looking for Mims. That's usually what he's done.
All right.
Here comes Kareem. He's going to move in motion.
Okay.
He's gonna come up to the line as a single back, 4 wide spread.
All right. That's the inside trap here. No?
Yep,
Yeah, there it
you
is.
go.
All right.
Hamlin on the offensive coordinator position. That's a first down,
Yeah.
folks.
It's a few yards short, I think.
Yeah, close. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a good run, though.
It's a nice pickup. Get a chunk of yards there, make this 3rd down much more manageable.
Yep. You come right back
Offensive line opened that hole up. You could drive a truck through it.
at him. You had the call.
Something simple over the middle, probably, right?
Could be. No, same
Oh,
thing.
handoff. The
You
other
like it? Why
side.
not?
All right. That's a first.
Yep.
All right. First down
Well,
there.
up to the 50 now.
Yeah.
So now you're moving the ball. Now
All
you're
right.
getting
Yeah.
some chunks.
So Kevin Pear with a couple chunk runs there. And the Seminoles are humming here.
Everything's called from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And everybody has a waistband. Some have wristbands, some have waistbands, but everything's called line of scrimmage from Coach Speen on the sideline.
Wilson has great control of this offense. Drops back to pass.
Another dart.
Oy.
Oof, that was Mims. Another
Yeah.
dart to Mims.
Right through his hands.
Oh, coming in the easy slant, right?
Yeah,
that's your pass. That's slant. And
He
keep
looked-
going.
He looked straight ahead.
Yeah, he had room.
He could sprint right to the corner pylon there.
And he just happens to be the league's leading receiver. He's got 700 yards this season in receiving. Next highest is 600. So he's got 100 more yards than the second closest person.
That's impressive.
Yeah, he dominated. He had a couple 98-yarders. One was called back and one stood. It was just from everywhere. What do we got?
So they're taking their time here. We had
see if
some.
we get any volume?
The chains were.
No, we can't get it. He's too far away.
The chains, I don't think, moved after that first down.
Ah,
So they were confused. I think they thought it was a 4th down that they just made. But that was actually first, and now it's 2nd and 10. from the 50.
You can get confused as fast as they go. Really. Up tempo,
All right.
just
Yeah.
downs just keep rolling.
Yeah. All right.
Same setup, same
Back
formation.
to pass.
Unloads again.
That's a great catch with your hands.
Yep.
All right. And that'll be a first down as well. That's.
That's 13. I think that's
Yeah.
Christian Jean-Pierre.
Yep.
Yeah. Not that I study their roster, but when you do stats every week, you start to get to know the guys. The playmakers. I should say the playmakers. You know the guys too, but I still got to look every now and then.
Yeah. Do you have pancake blocks on that stat?
Yeah.
That sheet?
No.
The linemen need some
No,
love too, because
they
this
just
offensive
don't.
line is
It's
doing a
just too
great job.
much.
Oh,
Do they bottle him up? Bottle him up. Still
and
gets
he's
a good.
still-
Yeah, still gets
Paris
3
still
yards.
got a good yard
Still
or
3.
two, at least
Out of
3.
that. Not 4. They'll give him 4. Down to 36.
All right.
But again, these are time-consuming, churning drives. They just wear down your defense. You get the heat out here, you get a little sunlight,
Yeah.
and it just wears you down. By the fourth quarter, you're dehydrated and
Yeah.
exhausted.
Wilson here back in the gun. 2nd and 6. And he's going to step up.
Again, you can't wrap. You can't wrap.
Oh.
You're not going to get him down.
Yeah. And that's a first down as well.
And that's for years.
So
That's years that's going on.
That's a pickup of 10.
You know, you try the spy, throw a spy out there and, have him watch him the whole time. But if that guy can't wrap him up, you're giving up yards. And that's what they just did.
All right. So we have 1st and 10 again.
About the 27-yard line, I'd say. 27, 28.
All right. Hand off the pair. And again, right up the middle.
Yeah, they're grinding now.
Yeah.
Now you're grinding. And,
Yeah.
this is another time that I would say, good time for a timeout.
Yeah.
Reset your defense.
Yeah.
Get everybody some water.
Yeah.
Fake an injury. Do something. Fake a cramp. Anything you can do to stop that drive, because they're just going to keep coming at you.
Yeah. 2nd and 3 here. Wilson back to pass.
Looking.
Yeah. He's looking. He's got all day.
And he can
he's-
run.
Yeah. And he just takes it off, and he's just going to
Look at
scurry.
this. Yep. There he goes.
Yeah.
First and goal.
Yeah. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 6.
What do we got? Timeout? Yeah, somebody throwing up.
Taps.
Taps is getting tapped.
Yeah.
I think we have a timeout.
I'm not sure who took it. Somebody took it.
Well, let's say the Jags. We'll give it to the Jags. So give us a read, Eric. Your first read of the day.
All right. Well, we are sponsored here by ServPro, 1-800-ServPro. Why choose ServPro? We have more than 2,100 locations nationwide, serving 97% of all U.S. zip codes within 2 hours. Available 24/7. An emergency can happen anytime, and our customer service care center is ready to take your call day or night. Just call ServPro for immediate assistance. We have highly trained professionals with more than 50 years of experience. We've earned the reputation as #1 in the cleanup and restoration industry and specialize in fire and water damage, specialty cleaning, mold, and so much more. That is why you should choose ServPro.
There you go. What's their phone number? You got a number or a website?
1-800-ServPro.
There we go.
Simple.
Beautiful.
So hopefully the
Reset,
Jackals.
first and goal. Yeah, hopefully he's getting dehydrated over there.
Yeah, hopefully the
Holy
Jackals called
crap.
ServPro to clean up this the damage the Seminoles are doing right now.
Well, the damage on the field.
Yeah,
You don't want to be tackled in that.
they're just churning.
Yeah, well, that's their MO. Up tempo, and just keep going at you. Keep going at your linemen.
All right.
So first and goal, we'll call it about the 8. I'd say the 8.
Wilson out of the gun. Pair in the backfield. 4 receivers wide. Takes the snap. Had a guy over the
Looked like
middle.
he was going to
covered.
run. He was going to run.
He's
Still looking.
got a guy open, and there he is. Mims.
Yep. Mims in for 6.
That is a touchdown.
Too easy.
He's got all day.
Yep. You gotta weigh your chances here. You gotta weigh whether you're gonna go for the sack or go for the coverage.
Yeah.
And when you get neither, you get touchdowns.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. It's not their fault. It's just they're good. They're a great team. Number 1, undefeated in the league.
Yeah. All right. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, up 8, 14-6 here over the Jackals.
Remember, you got the monitor here. Or you can lean out the window.
We got Williams in motion there. And it's just a
Straight
QB
line.
draw. And he gets,
He gets in. Little love taps. That's what those are.
Looked like he went down a little.
Awkward there.
Yeah, but he got back up. Looks to be all right. So that's another converted 2.
Yeah. So let's take a look at that pass replay and the time he had back there.
Yeah.
So again, all our replays are brought to you by Accidental Digital. You can find them on Instagram at Accidental Digital.
All right. So you
And
have
you can see again why for it's
Yeah.
a regular setup here.
Mims is all the way to the left there. So he came all the
got-
way
yeah.
across.
You can see
So
right
Wilson,
here he thought
was
about going
for
inside.
the slant. Yeah, he saw the safety there. He went in, tried to scramble, saw the guy on the outside here.
And, here he
And
is,
then you
breaks
see
free.
Mims running
And the
right
guy-
across.
Yep. Somebody stops the coverage and hands him off to the safety,
Yep.
and the safety said, "Oh well,
Yep.
I'm not getting him."
All right. And with that, the Brooklyn Seminoles are up 16-6 over the Camden Jersey Jackals.
I bet you Duncan kicks off. I think they've had enough. He's out there. Although I think it's either Pear or the other 7. I don't know who the other
I think
7.
that's the other 7. Malik Darling Sr. I think he's who kicked off last time, who had a
Yeah.
great kickoff.
Yeah,
But it's going to be a little different into this wind. This is every bit of 20 miles an hour into the wind here. That flag is not stopped moving. So. They got
You hear that from Spina. Nobody calls timeout but him.
Hubbard and I think that's Allen back there.
Usually it's Hubbard, 81.
Hubbard or Moore.
Yeah, it's Hubbard.
No, the other side's 80. I think that's 83. And
And
you
it's
can
gonna
see
go
the
out of
wind.
bounds. Yep.
The wind just absolutely destroyed that.
So Eric, what do you do when you're kicking into a wind? What do you try to do?
I mean, you try to keep it lower.
Okay.
That's for sure. Some teams try to, target certain players on the field and kick it to this guy or kick it to this guy. They don't want you kicking it deep to where it hangs up in the air. The back guy gets it, and then basically your entire team's down there. And if he takes one left, right, he goes right through the line and he's gone.
Right.
So they usually try to tell you to squib it so the midline picks it up, and obviously they're not quite as speedy as the back line. So, but what the Jackals did on their last kickoff worked out phenomenal.
Yeah.
With that little squib.
Yep.
So.
We got spread with a bunch 3 formation over here on the right.
Yeah. All right.
So someone's going to pick up the guy up front and hopefully pick
We got
and get somebody open.
2 corners 10 yards off the line here, so let's see if they do a screen.
Oy.
Aye.
Yeah, these are sometimes you just run the plays. You just got to run the plays. Coach is calling them, you got to run them. It happens. You get penetration and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, that was Kareem Smith there on the carry, and I mean, a loss of 7.
It's a big loss.
Thought
You don't want to be behind the sticks to this
No.
to this Seminole team, especially when they're up 16-6 on you.
Yeah. Thought for sure maybe we were going to see a little pass action there. One of the front guys took off.
Keep going, Eric. Keep going.
So we got Trotman back in the gun here. It's a 2nd and 16 for the Jackals. High snap, but we hand it off. And he takes it. That's a first down. What a run there by Kareem Smith. Good for about 20.
Yes, if you're the wrestler next week.
All right, so that's going to be a first down for the Jackals, and they're in business here. Crossing midfield, inside Seminole territory. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Just chatting with den owner Sean Slippi-Mensah. about his halftime festivities. He wants to make sure that people can hear him at home. We're going to try our referee mic.
The real question is, does he need a microphone to be heard from home? All right, so
Yeah, first down, right?
yeah, that was a nice 20-yard run there by Kareem Smith. So now Trotman in the gun here.
He's got to go. Sooner or later, he's going to have to go deep. There it is.
Oh.
That was it.
He had number 83, Saheed Moore
In
there.
stride.
In stride. But again,
Just.
throwing with the wind, people.
I mean, they had a safety back there, but he was by both of them.
Yes.
That ball was on target.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what you see. You see that out of a team, you know, that's trying to get it together here, trying to make some positives out of this, and just missing.
I had an old coach in high school. When we would practice in the wind, he would use a Frisbee. So people would get used to adjusting to the wind and seeing how much it, made a difference. So that way when they threw the football, they knew, like, it's not always just going to.
Right. It's not going to plateau.
Yeah. So.
The defense really hasn't done a bad job holding them to 16 points and a half.
No.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, they churned out that last drive, but other than that. All right. So we got a stack formation to the right, 2 out wide to the left. Trotman in the gun.
Oh, boy.
They brought the blitz. Oh, somebody.
I mean, somebody's open. Just make a miss.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
That's going to be a pickup of 9.
Almost the first. You just got to get that first miss. You get the first miss, you're going to get some yardage out of it, and he did.
Again, Kareem Smith.
He
Making people move.
seems to be making a lot of catches here today. I haven't heard Hubbard or some of the other guys, and Hubbard is one of his favorite receivers, although Bailey has caught a few, number 1.
Yeah.
So, and who had the touchdown? 2 had the touchdown, right?
Yeah. That was Jameer Robinson.
Yeah. So he's spreading it out a little bit.
Yeah. For sure.
Just different drives, different players.
It's Hubbard down at the bottom here.
He's got single coverage on. Let's that safety. See, the safety's going to float over on him.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him go one-on-one.
I can't believe on a 3rd and short, they're 10 yards off the line.
Yeah, you got to. These guys have speed. There it is.
Oh.
Turned the wrong way.
Well, he cut in. That was
Yep.
Dwayne Allen.
Cut in.
Number 12. Number 12.
Was
Kareem
open, right?
Smith was wide open 5 yards past the sticks.
Yeah.
The linebacker went right. Safety went back to help in coverage on Dwayne Allen.
So now would be a good time for a hard count. If you have one.
It's a 4th and 2.
4th and 2 would be a great time for a hard count.
Let's see what they dial up here. Counter, misdirection. We got trips to the right here.
Yeah, they're cinched up now a little bit.
Yeah.
Right up the middle. He's just got to lob it to him. There you go. Does he get it?
He gets it.
He gets it.
That again is Kareem Smith.
Right. Who was that? Right up the middle. 7. The other 7.
Yeah. That was who kicked off for them. That was Malik Darling Sr.
Yeah. He came untouched.
He timed that
You can't even
perfectly.
chip him.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are huge. You think the running back's going to chip him?
Well, the running back went out. He
that's
flanked
right, he
out
went
and
out.
caught the pass. So they're
So it's almost like a screen.
Yeah.
Almost like a modified screen where you
little swing pass.
you get him out on the left side there. Get him open.
All right. Well, he got it by a half a yard, but he got the first down. So the chains move. Let's see what the Jackals
Possession
can do here.
still in the second quarter.
Yeah. Jackals slowing it down a little bit here.
Yeah, that's what I expect. I would have expected to do that because you're not going to give up tempo here. I believe that's going to be our 2-minute.
That is the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. You're going to go one? All right, let's take a break, Eric. All right.
Can we shut off the bottom fan so we can hear the delays? Where's the electrician?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole!
All right, and welcome back to the game between the Brooklyn Seminoles and the Jersey Jackals here. We're sponsored by WeatherTight Exteriors. At WeatherTight Exteriors, we only provide the highest quality roofing services for our customers. From the very beginning of working with us, we'll make sure to keep your home dry and well cared for. Whether you are in need of roof repair or replacement, any other projects in Royersfield, PA, and surrounding areas, we've got you covered. That's WeatherTight Exteriors at 610-686-7303.
Oh, perfect timing.
And now we have the Jackals on a first
Inside
and 10.
handoff.
Inside handoff.
Nope.
And not going anywhere, but that will keep the clock running.
Yeah, that's a it's a double edge there for you.
I think the last thing you want to do is give the Seminoles the ball again.
No, you're darn right.
So I think them, because they get the ball at the second half.
Yep.
So the Jackals are just trying to see what they can do to get some points here. Trotman again back in the gun. Hubbard's still catchless here.
He's open. Got to make a miss. Nope. These guys are too good tackling.
Yeah.
Way too good to tackle.
Got a couple yards. All right. That was Jameer Robinson, who also caught the touchdown last time.
You're running to the strength when you're running up the middle, or when you're going towards the center of the field. That's their strength. They have size, so they can't get outside as well. You've got to try to loop it over top, or loop it, get some type of screen where you get blocking downfield. But just pushing it towards them, that's their job, is to push it towards the middle, because that's where their big players are.
Well, it seems to be that they just have one single high safety here, which is how it fared for them last time when they hit the corner in the Jameer Robinson on the corner. So.
Across the middle.
Right to number 1 for his second interception of the day.
There he goes.
All right.
We get him. Kareem Williams playing both ways.
Yeah, second interception on the day for him.
Jeez. And these are these are easy picks.
Yeah, he threw it right to him.
And you don't even think about inexperience, because they've done this. It's just pressures of the game.
Yeah. So it makes you think, what was the one thing I just said you don't want to do? Give them the ball. So at least they ran a couple, probably about close to a minute off the clock.
So we're going to take a look at that replay. We can see what they're set up in. Again, it's that 4 wide, single back.
Yeah.
He looks around. He can see what's going on.
They came with a corner blitz, and I think that's what it was, and he was looking for him.
Yeah. Or the guy behind him. Could have been the guy deep. Either one. He was either underthrown or overthrown.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Both of them were open, whether he threw it to the right spot. But that corner blitz, I think, made him think twice about,
Yep. I'm nodding my head in agreement. Sorry. So now let's see how up-tempo we can get here with the Seminoles.
All right. They have all 3 timeouts, too, so.
Oh, he's going.
All day long. Oh.
He had 3 chances at that one.
He had 3 chances.
3 chances.
3 chances for number 3 there. Raekwon Gibson there.
Yep. He tried. It's a good pass. It's a good play. It's about a 20-yard gain. Would have set him up.
Yeah.
Keep moving the ball down. But, you got to be able to stop this offense.
Not having a kicker also going into the wind is tough here.
Yeah.
So when Jackals are in a very prevent formation here, everyone off the line, closing in now.
Change the play.
Watch for Mims here.
Yeah, that's who I would be. That's how I'd be doubling. I put my safety over top of him.
Yeah. And there he goes down the field.
Look at that.
And there it goes.
And there's a penalty.
Oh, and he overthrew him.
2 penalties back there. I would say it's probably holding.
And a player down, and that's taps.
Or a chop block or something. Well, let's see what they call. I'm not going to go ahead and see what they call. Let's see if we can pick him up. He's right in front of us. Yeah. He may be off.
Taps looks in pain. Oh, that looks like a shoulder.
So what was incomplete? What was it? 2 seconds. Second down. When was it? They're holding. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
5-yard penalty? No. 10 yards.
Yeah.
Number 53.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna.
58.
I was a little confused by that.
That's okay. The umpire knows.
Number 58 and no.
There you go. We got it. We still got the call, though.
Yeah.
A little clearer. A little clearer.
Tyler Patrisso there on the hold.
We don't publicize the holds. We just say offense. We don't do the negatives. We're about the positives here, Hamlin. Under a lot of pressure.
I think you run this and just kill clock, right?
No, not if you're the Seminoles. Not if you're. Yeah, he's going deep. Oof. Stayed away from the. There it is.
Airs it out. Ooh.
Can you see it? Someone's got to adjust.
Oh, what a catch! Hit
I was
him.
going to say, someone's got to adjust.
That just hit number 19, Corey Hagee, right in the chest.
And I believe that was the half.
Bounced right into
It's halftime.
Raquan Gibson's hands.
And that's half.
Yeah.
So, as you can see on your screen, oh no, I hope he keeps it here. You're going to see Sean give out the awards. So we're going to kill our audio and update the audio out there.
Whatever Tony says. I'm real. I'm making Tony. Yo! No. Yo! Oh shit! I'm saying this. There you go. Just in case. Yeah. Yo, relax. Yo, 2 minutes. Zo, real quick. Real quick. Yo, relax. That's what people. Yo. Hold on. That's my people. Yo, he with me. Yo, T, that's my people. Relax. Yo, can you hear me? You want that? All right, pass it. All you have to do is say it. Shit, I'm taking. Who's the camera? Go come there. I want to get. So we gotta back up. Real quick. Yo, get Zoe. Yo, Beef, go get Zoe. Tell him to come over. Make this super quick. I ain't gonna drag it out. Do no long speech. Heads up. Shut. Can you right there? Is that good? Yo. You start breaking your back. Yo, it's check.
Oh, that's I'm sure. From the Jackals. Played all to one. Same time all. Respect. Congratulations, sir. Defensive Player of the Year. It's the rumble. Arthur Perone, Defensive Player of the Year. He led the league in interceptions. While playing offense as well. Big shout out to Arthur. Good job. But we had a real dilemma because while he was balling, there was another dude that was putting on out here in New York. Co-Defensive Player of the Year, Devon Daniel. Co-Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, you gonna take it for him? the locker room. Big respect to him. He got passed. He got passed by 3 tackles. He would have led the league in tackles. I think he was 3rd in tackles and 2nd in interceptions. So big shout out to him.
We didn't play a lot of quarters either.
And I went to a game and I saw this man not get his respect in person, and it was kind of nutty to me. No disrespect to anybody, but Coach of the Year, Tony Sweeten. Big round of applause for this man. Well earned, sir. Well earned. All right, that's it. Good luck in the second half, both teams. Hold on. I'm sorry. I lied. I'm tripping. I forgot the big box. My bad. I know they was debating. They said, well, if you take the man away, you do this, you do that. Is it still going to be the same? League MVP, Gerald G. Block Wilson. League MVP. Yo, you know we had to spice it, G. You know we had to spice it for the Ravens, but there you go, sir. There you go. Shout out to G. Block. Round of applause. Congrats, sir. Good luck, rest of the way. That's it.
Ain't no camera. disaster cleanup and restoration. How do you make like it never even happened happen? Let it rain, Randy! Woo! Yes! By being prepared for anything! Woo! Whatever comes your way, there's a pro for that.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Oh my God.
You welcome us back.
Welcome back here in Brooklyn, New York, where we have the Jersey Jackals with 6 points and the Brooklyn Seminoles 16.
Weather is still 76 degrees though, Eric.
It is
Still beautiful.
still windy.
Do a little league leaders. What do you think?
Yeah, we can do a little bit of that.
All right. So first up, we got our quarterback leaders. Of course, Gerald Wilson. You can tell, number one,
Yeah.
1,540 yards. These are accurate stats. That's the big difference with this league is yours truly is doing all the stats.
Yeah. Just
David
won league
Legree.
MVP, right?
Yep. Dave Legree second. You got Davis. Khalil's up there also.
So you got the Central Penn Hitmen quarterback and the Tri-County Owls. The winner of that game tomorrow night will play the winner of this game today.
Yep. We also have the, we'll go through the offense. Rushing leaders is still Connie Glover with Dimitri, who's playing tomorrow, and then two of the Central Penn Hitmen tomorrow.
Wow, that offensive
on it.
line must be good.
It's pretty good for all those
Central Penn
yards.
Hitmen offensive line.
Then we also have one more we'll go through, which is the receivers. And you'll see, I mentioned it before, the difference between Mims and the next person up.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking 150 yards
Almost
almost.
150 yards, yeah.
You know, that's ridiculous.
And
the
Mims
difference.
has showed his skill today as well.
Yeah, we definitely saw it.
All right. So we have number 7, Malik Darling, getting ready to kick off for the Brooklyn Seminoles, again with no T.
They've done this the whole game, though, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting choice coming from a kicker here. But
You know, it could be the wind, too. It could be the wind. They don't want to put it on the tee because it's going to blow over. He's going to be holding it anyways.
did it in both directions, though.
So,
So we'll see if the wind affects this kickoff like it did the last one.
well, it was a nice line drive he hit. Wait, what do we got? What do we got? Sticks? Sticks, people. It's always the sticks, guys.
Well, the sticks aren't needed right now, not for the kickoff, but
I think they need one more over there. And there he goes.
all right.
Always better not to start than to start without.
When I was playing for the Cumberland County Cobras, who just won the NEAFL championship.
Toot your own horn there, Hamlin.
Yeah, we actually took a penalty at the start of a game because we didn't have enough guys from the chain crew. They flagged us after the kickoff.
Never good. Never good.
So it's good to have.
It's coming like without your pants to a game almost.
Good to have those
Or jersey.
chain crew people.
Got to get them. There it
There's
is.
the kick, and it rolls across.
Another one.
Yeah, into the wind, the squib. And that's Dwayne Allen that'll pick it up.
There we go. Oh,
Spun around.
it's turned down by number 35 from Brooklyn.
David Miranda.
David Miranda in on the tackle.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 37 for the Jackals.
Not bad. Not bad starting position. You're not in your own 20. You're not behind you know.
So they've had a couple of drives that they've put together. A couple of interceptions, though, have hurt them.
A couple bad interceptions. Like,
Yes.
I mean, you're talking throwing it right to the defender.
Yes.
Where he's not looking off. He's not
Yeah.
giving them any type of fake or any type of hand, anything to move them off. So
Real quick, while we have a moment here, we're sponsored by Tape Me Up with Trainer Steve.
oh yeah.
He's Trainer Steve. If you suffer from chronic joint pain or instability during training or competitive activity, Tape Me Up may be a remedy. With 10 years of experience in athletic training profession, we are fully capable and prepared to tackle many of your athletic taping needs. It's Tape Me Up Net. All right, and while we're doing that,
Oh, he had him in the hands there.
Yeah.
Just broken up by Kareem Williams, number 1.
that was Saheed Moore there on the attempted reception.
That was just a seam pass.
Yeah, it was a good throw there. They do have the wind at their back now.
Yep, it's changed. Definitely changed direction.
And I did see them during the half. The kicker, number 12, Kareem Smith, was warming up, kicking into the wind. So they were trying to, field goal extra points. So maybe if you see them get a little bit towards the territory here with the wind at their back,
You may.
maybe they go for a kick.
Ah.
Make it one possession game again. So,
2nd and 10.
right.
That would have been a nice completion on the seam.
all right. Trotman back in the gun.
No time.
No time. He's got to change the snap
That's
count. He is
Kuzar.
getting eaten alive.
That's Kuzar again.
Yeah.
Second leading sack man. That's another one.
Yeah.
He had 7.5 on the season, tied for first. So and he's at what, 2 this game? Well, I think he had an open field tackle. Either way, he's in the backfield.
Yeah.
He's a former Lehigh Valley Storm. He's played for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
East Penn Raiders, played for a lot of different teams. He's got a motor though. He's got a brother too who plays for a different team. But he definitely brings it. There was some line, him and Joe Davis and a couple other guys up there. Zach Yankowitz was up there. It was quite the team.
All right. So the Jackals with a 3rd and eternity here.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about 18.
Yeah. With the wind, though.
He's got to get time. That's,
Yeah.
Eric, that's what we talked about all game, pregame.
It seems to me like they're just going on the clap, and I think they should switch that up to 2 claps.
Yeah.
Because there's
another.
ow. He held on
Hubbard-
for the catch.
Hubbard didn't make the catch, though. That's his first, probably.
Yeah, first of the game.
He's been open, but, again, they're doubling him. Why wouldn't you? He's the best receiver on their team right now. Coming into the game.
Yeah.
And other guys will step up.
All right.
We've seen it. We've seen other guys. But he had the majority of catches in the season.
So that was a gain of 8. It's a 4th and 10 now for the Jackals, and I don't see them punting this.
No, I don't know if they have a punter. Well, 35 did some punting for them during the season. He was out there. They had some other players.
I don't know if I like going for this in your own territory, down 10. Or
You gotta just That's it. As we hear from the peanut gallery, what do they have to lose?
just
Really?
the game.
Just the field position.
Yeah.
What are they at the 38?
That's a false start.
Now you got to punt. You got to punt now. Now you're 4th and 15.
Yeah.
Well, then again, you never know. That might have been that hard count, and he got his own guys.
Yeah. Well, I think they are trying to punt this.
Yeah, they got somebody running in. Maybe? Yeah, there's 35. He's coming in.
Yeah,
Gotta
but
have
he's not
somebody
back to kick it, though.
Oh, 5 is. 5 is their kicker. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
5 is back, but I don't know if he's back far enough. But we
Ricardo
shall see there,
Patterson,
Mr. Hamlin.
He's counting up the guys. Okay.
One short. Here he comes.
Okay.
You can see exactly where he's supposed to be. He's on the other end.
Yeah.
Who's back there deep? Somebody's all the way over there. Jerome's back there. Jerome Wilson.
Yeah.
Low snap. Oh, he was.
And
no.
it's a fake. And no.
He's gonna miss. Gonna
And
make a couple more guys.
The Jackals just standing there watching him.
No downfield
dance
blocking,
around.
right?
Yeah.
That was stupid!
I don't know if that was the design call or if he dropped the snap and just didn't want to kick it off.
Could have been that low snap.
In high school, we used to work on what they called a rugby punt, where if you drop the snap, you run to the sideline, but you kick it.
Yes.
So it's like a low line drive kick, and it just kind of rolls forever.
Now you just turn the ball over first and 10 at your own 40, which is just you just set them up, and that's we go back to those pre-games. One of those pre-game things was stay out of your end, stay out of the shadow of your own end zone, get the ball downfield, get it out of there, and this is what's proven their kryptonite here.
Yeah.
You can't win a game when your back's up against the wall game. So.
Let's see what the Jackals defense can do. They did a good job kind of holding off the Seminole offense there in the beginning. They only gave up one score. So the other score was a pick 6. So Wilson back. Plenty of time. Throws a little high on the release, but a great catch there by Mims.
Yeah, he's just all-world receiver. He helps you out.
Yeah.
He definitely helps you out. You get it near him, he's going to get the catch. So he's going well.
So that'll be a first down. That'll move the chains. Pick up probably about 15.
Haven't changed a thing either on offense. Still 4 wide, still single back, still everything.
Yeah.
Inside pair.
Yeah. Pair.
Butler getting a hold of him, riding him for a couple yards there, but still, got to get him down.
Moving the pile like Mike Allstott there.
Yeah. Well, he's low center of gravity.
Yeah.
It's tough to bring down when he gets ahead of steam coming up the middle there.
They always say the lowest. They always say the lowest man wins. Not that I ever played in the trenches. All right. Wilson's going to change the play here. Mims out to the left. And
Inside.
a draw.
Another inside.
Oh, and
there you go.
Shoestring tackle there by number 48, Cameron Bergman.
Grabbed him, kept him.
Yeah.
You can't make that first guy miss. You make the first guy miss, he's going to get yardage out of that.
Yeah.
So
we got a 3rd and 9, I guess, here.
Yep.
And there's still no huddle.
No, they don't use a huddle at all. Unless they're up a lot. If they're up a lot, they're going to use the huddle because then they're going to kill clock.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, never a huddle. It's just the way they play, up tempo. It's on your toes.
Michael. Okay. Got a flag on the play. I think it was.
Let's see what we get. He makes the call.
48 from the Jackals still on the ground.
It's going to be a hold. Yeah, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
All right.
That'll give them a chance there. Gives them 3rd and 20.
Well, they didn't make the catch, so it'd be a 4th and 9 or a 3rd and 19.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to. Yeah, that's a interesting choice there. And there's no kicker.
Yeah.
So
penalties decline, so they're going with the 4th and 9.
Oof. You're rolling the dice here. Then again, you really want to give G Block an extra down.
I mean, at this point, it's the 25-yard line. You're punting from the 40, so how deep do you really want to pin them? I mean, if punt goes in the end zone, you lose 5 yards.
Right.
So this isn't it's a pretty safe call. And
he splits it.
Yeah, and he's going to pick it up.
Tackle. Yeah,
And that's
as soon as
the
he
first
splits
down.
that, as soon as
Yeah.
he splits that and gets out of that backfield, and you can't wrap up, and you can't, he gets through a couple guys' arm tackles, and next thing you know, it's 1st and goal, 1st and 10. So,
Yeah, Wilson's doing a great job of being elusive back there.
and that's why they win. Eric, that's the formula. That's the absolute formula there. You get a dynamic quarterback that can run, that can pass,
Yeah.
and all you got to do is align him with a couple linemen, some receivers.
Yeah. That's what the Eagles are trying to do, right?
Yep, that's what every team wants to do. I hope the Patriots do it. I hope they get DeAndre Hopkins. That'd be nice. Revolutionize that offense.
I don't think Mac Jones is the answer there.
No.
All right. Wilson back. Oh, good hold there. Great hold. If he let that go, there was a guy right in the way.
Yep. Good sack. 82 on the sack.
Yeah. Corey Hagee was looking for an interception there, and he almost got it, but Wilson pulled it down. Smart move.
Yep.
Coverage sack there.
And he has the whereabouts to know where people are, which is, jeez. You can't find semi-pro.
Yeah.
Think about semi-pro. Think about quarterbacks and semi-pro. How many there are that have the skill set that he has out there? Trotman has some of it. Trotman's got the arm.
Yeah.
He's got some touch, but the skill set that he has is just unbelievable.
That's just pitch and catch right there.
Yep.
10-yard hook route. That's going to be I guess they can still pick up a first down, so it's a 3rd and maybe that was only 5. All right, so 3rd and 5 here.
Got to get to the 3 to get a first.
Yeah, this is another one of those wearing down drives.
Yep. So you're getting educated now on this.
And there he goes again.
He can just walk in.
Yep. He's short.
Is he?
He's short.
Oh,
He's
look
not
at
in the end zone.
Look at that.
But I think that is a first down.
Half a yard. Half a yard, they took it away from him.
Yeah.
He could have been in.
So on the 2-point conversion, they did a QB draw. Do we see pair here, or do they go with the draw again?
I would go a pair.
Yeah.
But then again, I'd rather have Gerald get another touchdown. Get G-Block the touchdown. No, it's going to pair. And oof. That was it.
You know who I don't see out there is Taps.
He's got to be on IV somewhere right now. He's been out there so long.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. Is that defense has been out there a long time. More than 3/4 of this game they've been playing defense. And that's what happens. You get winded, you get done.
Yeah.
Wish you had a case of Budweiser next year.
Yeah.
Fill up a little bit.
He had that injury, and I haven't seen him come back. Second down.
I'm going for the pass.
Wide open.
We got Mims.
Yeah, I was going to say, take a guess at who it is.
Mims.
Just pinch and catch.
Yeah. Well, they break free. They break through the safety, and they break through the D-back, and you don't get that kind of coverage out there. So
if you have a receiver that can make a good route, you fake that corner, D-back, defensive back gives you a little bit of space, and then you cut right in.
It's going to be interesting to see how they play against, the Owls, who have a stout defense, and the Hitmen, who also have a great defense, and also have Dave LeGreen. You got Dimitri Davis, who's a running quarterback that can also pass. It's going to be interesting to see if the Jackals don't come back in this game. And it's this is end of the season. This is it. This is why you play these games, and you get experience.
He's all by himself there. He can walk in.
Yep.
I think that was John Morris in there, number 6.
Yep. He's got the shoulder pad look. So it's all right. So give us our last sponsor. We got one more sponsor.
So our last sponsor here is the Patillo Companies. They're heavy construction with a plan. Patillo incorporates tight management controls on all of our projects. We believe in checks and balances management style, in which all employees take full responsibility for their area or areas of expertise. Our foremen, laborers, carpenters, and operators are all highly skilled union employees. These specialists are also led by some of the most qualified superintendents and project managers in the industry. Give us a call at 973-347-6166, and that is the Patillo Companies. And now it is 24-6.
Yeah, starting to roll a little bit here.
Yeah.
Took them a little while. Took them them maybe a quarter. Start rolling, and then now it's the machine. And the Jackals just have to. They got to find a way to find some offense somewhere. You don't want to go 4 and out again.
Yeah, 3 scores down.
I mean, they've been getting a couple first downs here and there. It's not like their complete offense is a mess, but again, you're playing against a top team, and any mistake you made is going to be magnified in points. Going for it on 4th down, false starts, all that kind of stuff.
When you give a defense of this magnitude a lead, and you know that the other team has to throw the ball to catch up, it's
trouble.
It is trouble. They can pin their ears back. They can send the house. They can do, it's trouble for the offense.
And they had a week off. They had the bye week.
Yeah.
So they're fresh. Need a good return out of this.
Yeah. So we got Dwayne Allen back there and Hubbard.
I don't think it's making them. Nope, Upman takes it about the 37.
Okay. And he crosses midfield.
That's Ricardo Patterson on that carry.
So Ricardo Patterson taking it to the 45.
And the flag.
He did spike the ball after the play.
Oh.
But there was some.
There's another flag down there. Looks like there's a case of water on the field, but I think that's back a ways.
I don't know.
See what we get.
Maybe not.
Now, of course, we don't have the mic, so we're going to have a discussion. We didn't have a discussion the entire first half. And now that we don't have the microphone, we don't get the discussion. We get the discussion. But that's okay. It was a tryout. It was a trial period. We know it works now.
Yeah.
So, or somewhat. And this is a major discussion, Eric. Yeah.
Something you can use for the championship game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely bring it back out. What am I going to get? I get one that has a more larger range. I think that's the problem. Is the range is not enough. It's only 50 meters, so we need about 200.
All right, so it looks like something's on the Seminoles.
He's explaining to Hubbard. Two penalties. Oh, it's 20 yards. Oh, and there's another one. We got another unsportsmanlike.
Or is that on the...
That's on the Jackals. It's coming back.
What would you have to complain about?
Darren Boone over there. He's trying to get himself thrown out. I'm going to fire my guys up. Something's got to fire him up. Oh, and here comes our league owner.
All right.
After 3 Rumble Juices.
So they would have had a 1st and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, just about. So now they're going to be back at the 40. Oh, well, it happens. We know that. Tempers do, it's hot.
And they have the wind, so they would have been able to... They would have been in somewhat field goal range if they didn't go back.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike. Jaguars.
On the coach.
Jackals. Sorry, Jackals. It happens. It happens.
So it's a 1st and 25 from the 40.
Oh, yeah, because it's a dead ball. So it's after everything. So their penalties were during the play. This one is after the play, so it's even worse.
Why? No, they're moving the chains back.
Well, sometimes semi-pro has its own little quirks. It's okay. I'm all right with that.
Not really sure what went on there.
Chirping. Probably somebody said something.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, they got the penalty. You got 20 yards of penalty.
20 yards of penalties, and then
chirp at them.
Then you're upset?
Unless there was a back and forth. You never know. There could have been a back and forth. He could have said something like, hey, you guys are lucky you didn't get 15 out of that, or something like that. Or, I hate to speculate because, we sound like idiots because no one knows what actually went down there. We didn't have the microphone on the field when we really needed it. So blame me for that because we took it.
Well.
But either way, let's go 1st and 10 from the 40.
All right. Yeah.
Back to action.
Trotman in the gun. Going to hand it off to number 29, and he is going to get eaten alive.
Yeah. Kuzar in 52.
Keith Watson.
Keith Watson and Mike Kuzar. Below that play up. And you never question the fight in these guys, because these guys are going to fight to that final horn sounds or bell sounds or whistle, whatever. They're not going to give up this whole game. So you got to keep playing. But,
Yeah.
you know, you're up against it here, 24-8, and you just lost 3 yards on your first down. So
It's only a matter of time before you start using the wind to your advantage and just
Right.
kind of seeing if you can get lucky deep.
somebody's got to get open. These
Yeah.
guys have been open all season. Like he's third in passing, Trotman. I don't know. Maybe it's just the offense. And Taps is playing both. That's why Taps is out, is because Taps is playing both ways. He's on O-line right now. So that could be what's driving is that he never gets off the field.
Got him at right guard, right?
Yep. 5-man rush.
Yeah.
Got to be sending somebody. Nope.
Oh.
And there's a penalty on the play. Something.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage, but let's see what the penalty is.
It's going to be a motion.
Yeah, there were people moving all sorts of places in that. Because you got the flag over here, too, so I think both line judges saw it.
Yeah. Tough to hide. Tough to hide out there. So, Eric, give me a rundown. What do you think your first time doing this? Solo with me, because I know I'm no help. I'm just here trying to figure out what we're doing here.
You know, the game of football is pretty easy when you understand it. And just when you think you understand it, you see things you never understand. So,
Is that a Vince Lombardi quote or Yogi Berra?
I don't know.
We are in New York. Could be Yogi Berra.
Yeah. So,
In the Bronx. No, Brooklyn, sorry. Yogi's in the Bronx. We're in Brooklyn. Oh, so we had coincidentals on that. False start and offside.
yeah.
So it's a They
declined it.
They declined it. Well, they got to stop, so why not?
Yeah.
Third down. No coincidence.
They didn't give them the yard and a half that they got on the play, but
Yeah. Sometimes you lose that in translation sometimes.
yeah.
With your
I
officials.
think the officials were
No one's
expecting.
being radioed down.
I think the officials were expecting it to be taken, but there it is. You overthrew it. You had Hubbard there on the side.
Yeah, they're trying though. At least they're trying their shot. They're taking
Yeah.
shots because there's no reason why not to. At this point in the game, no reason. You're in the third quarter. You're down.
Then another
Take
flag?
a shot. Oh, what do we got?
Thought the line judge threw a flag.
Your eyes are better than mine and offside.
Okay. All right, so they get another shot at it.
On third.
So 3rd and 7 now.
Beautiful weather. Hope tomorrow's just as nice out in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Altoona, that's a hike.
Figure out taking a Pittsburgh Pirate game after the game. You know, drive out there. I think I'm closer to Pittsburgh than I am to Philadelphia.
They were on a roll there. They were the #1 team in the NL for a while, and then
Yep.
Pittsburgh Pirates did Pittsburgh Pirate things. All right, Trotman back, looking to throw, got time. All right, so we got an incomplete pass there. It's going to bring up 4th and 7.
And you see 3 linemen, so they only brought 3 that time and dropped everybody else in coverage.
Yeah.
So they're starting to read what's going on out there, and they're starting to understand, you know what, you're down 18 points. 18 points? Yeah, 18 points. You're going to throw the ball. So there's no more reason for us to rush 4 or 5 guys at you.
And the other number 9, Troy Duncan, is being a menace on that line.
Yeah.
So, all right. So 4th and 7 here. Let's see if the Jackals can.
Got to get something. Got to get some type of first down. If not, you're pushing your defense back on the field again.
Yeah.
And that's just you're asking for some more points to be against you. But hey, let's see what happens. Keep it positive.
Like to see a conversion here, make it a game.
Right.
All right. So we got 4th and 7. Trotman back.
Now they're coming with 5.
Yeah.
Dropping somebody back.
And he threw it high.
Oh, it was off the hands, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was a little high.
Yeah, he had Jameer
Coulda had
Robinson, but
It just, it's the time. Your timing. Everything's off when you're under a heavy rush.
Yeah.
They say, what's Mike Tyson say? You got your plan in place until you get punched in the face.
yes.
Well, this is what's going on all game. You may sit down, you may practice, you may do everything you want, and then as soon as that game starts, and you got the 4 guys and 1 guy dropping and 1 guy coming in, and you got no time. You got no time to do anything. So, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Great broadcast here. We came here to Brooklyn, nice and clean. Anthony Van Dunk up on top, Eric Hamlin doing the play-by-play, giving us the reads. Tom's driving a limo somewhere in Lancaster. I don't know. Lansdowne? I don't know. He's missing it, though. It's his fault. He's missing it.
It's kind of nice that the smoke finally cleared out of here from those Canadian
Oh,
fires.
yes. Yeah, could you imagine?
Yeah,
We had to cancel track meets because of that.
I believe it.
Because the air quality was so bad.
Oh, it was brutal.
All right. Morrison.
Hand off there to number 6.
That's Morrison coming out, trying to get the edge. Now, see, these guys, you got your defense that has the speed to cut the edge down.
Yeah.
Whereas they're running up the middle. The Jackals are trying to get up the middle where there's just so much size. So it's just a different philosophy, that's all.
The Seminoles taking their time to the line, letting the clock run.
Yeah, that's what I told you. See, they don't huddle, but they do take time, which is what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Because you want to kill this clock and get out of here. Don't get hurt. Get some of your guys that don't play all the time in.
Yeah.
Another.
Oh.
And again, double coverage. And a flag down there. So you got double flags.
I don't know if that was really pass interference. It looked like he was trying to make a play on the ball. Number 19 at least. But
I think we're going to have offsetting
penalties.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
going to
what
be a hold in the backfield. So I think we're just going to do it again.
Yep. One's going to be a hold. One's going to be pass interference.
Let's see what.
And the lights have gone out here here in Brooklyn. Hey, look at that.
Yep.
And the lights are coming back on. Okay, Anthony, trying everything he can with the sunlight. It's very hard to film. It's easy to film when it's cloudy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to film when it's sunny. But when it's cloudy, then sunny, then cloudy, then sunny, you're talking f-stops and everything else. Even taking pictures. You got to keep changing. You got to keep adjusting. So
Absolutely.
we give him a lot of credit up there. Plus, he's a daredevil up on that roof. God bless him. I've never been up there, I can tell you that. I've been inside every game I came here.
It's my first time at the stadium, and it's wonderful.
It's old school.
Yeah.
Like people in 1950s played here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back.
ball fake.
Yeah, scramble it up.
Are they getting him?
We got it.
Still up.
Sacked.
Still up.
He's
There
down.
you go. He's in the grasp.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be a 3rd and a mile.
Yeah.
And the Jackals showing some life here.
Yeah. And you think the size of this offensive line, how can anyone get back there to get at him? But you just keep pushing. That's all.
Well, coverage sacks are a thing.
Yeah.
You know, they had pretty good coverage there in the back end.
Yep.
So
Then as soon as he turns his back, it's over because can't see then. He's trying to get out, and it's even harder. We'll see. Give us 3rd and 20, 10, 15.
22.
15 and 13. About 28.
Oh, 28, yeah. Wow.
That's my math.
So, and going into the wind here, so watch this deep throw. Might get hung
Could
up.
hang.
Wilson back, stepping up, looking to throw on a line. Great defensive play by number 44 there.
Yep. Probably
Like the
jammed
Jackals.
3 fingers in his hand
Yeah.
right there. The way he's going off.
Tyreek
He's-
Glenn. I think he's just upset that he didn't catch
he
it.
didn't pick it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Malik's coming in to punt.
Yeah.
Sometimes Duncan will be a punter, but I think he's just playing lines out there. Which is fine.
Kicking into the wind. It's going to be tough. This does not seem like a friendly kicking environment here.
No, it's very windy often because you're right off the bay, which is right there to your right, and you got the canneries, but you're somewhat protected. It's just you wouldn't think that it would be this windy down here, but it is, and the rain is unbelievable.
Yeah.
When it rains here, it just pours.
That's 75 kicking?
55.
55, all right. Devon West.
Good motion.
Oh, all right. Gave it a boot. All right. Got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's all you need.
All right, so
18 yards.
Yeah.
18-yard punt. And I think that may be the end of the third. That's the end of the third there.
Right.
Three-quarter time.
Yeah. We're moving along here.
Let's take a break.
All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right. And welcome back here. We're about to start the fourth quarter here in the semifinal game between the Seminoles and the Jackals. We have a score of 24-6 here. The Seminoles on top here. They just punted it away. So now the
Quick
Jackals.
game, too, Eric, right? 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we're moving here.
Quick game.
But it was a defensive battle there for the whole first half, really.
Yeah.
You know, the Seminoles didn't have a first down in the first quarter.
Just letting you know.
So let's see what we get here. Trotman's on the field.
All right. Takes the snap. Looking. Got a lot of people. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
And down he goes.
51, we'll call him that sack.
Yeah, that's Georges Gedden.
There you go.
I haven't been keeping tabs, but that's got to be at least the 6th or 7th sack for the Seminoles.
Say exactly that.
Yeah.
A lot of backwards, but you got the rush. That's what happens. You're gonna have a rush like that. You got to pick it up, and when you don't have enough men to pick it up, and you don't have the size that they have to stop it, you either got to use screens to slow it down, or slants, or quick outs, or hooks, some type of offense that slows down the rush.
On the NFL, they'd usually run a draw play, but
something.
with that stout defensive line from the
Now
Seminoles.
2nd and 23 right off the bat.
Yeah. Now you just need a play to pick up a chunk of yards. You don't go for it all in one shot. And he's about to.
Oh, little pitch.
Oh,
Oh, pitch action there. A lateral.
that was an underhand throw.
And that was a game. It was forward though.
Yeah.
Still forward. Still incomplete. He didn't catch it.
Behind the line, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. As long as someone was there. Say if there was a lineman there, then you have a real problem.
I don't think there was any receiver in the vicinity. I think it's intentional grounding.
And
There it is. Yep.
And the lights have gone out here in Brooklyn.
And then
We're
he
waiting for them to come
just,
back
all right. Number 87 just
has to
Isaiah
leave.
Fillmore.
Just asked to leave the game for a little while.
Yeah. So now
It's frustration. That's all for.
So I might have preemptively said 3rd and eternity on the Seminoles drive when it was 3rd and 28 or whatever.
It's even longer.
But now it's
If you go back 30 from here, And that's what they're discussing. Well, another
Yeah.
15 from here.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and 52.
Can't take this. All right, what do we got? Intentional grounding, right? That's it.
They didn't give. They
They
waved off.
it. Frustration. So hey,
That's,
you know,
that's
you
a lucky break.
Yeah, you take it. You know, it's
All right.
it's just frustration. That's all. 24-8. What are you? 24-6. What are you gonna do? Move them back even further?
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
3rd and 36.
Yeah, fourth quarter. It's not like it's the first quarter and you're going to set the tone. It's, you know,
Yeah.
fourth quarter and it's been going on all game. So that's it.
All right.
Quick.
Got him, man. All right, that's some yardage.
Hubbard.
Hubbard on the catch.
Yeah. That's what you want. You
Crosses
want
the
quick
50.
offense.
Yeah. The loss of downs on the
Yeah, that kills you now. You're
intentional
fourth.
grounding. You move
Now
back
you're
and
fourth.
don't get to redo it.
Right.
So now you're at a 4th and at least it's somewhat manageable.
Right. You got to go for it. No reason why not to. As we've heard before.
4th and 20. Jackals really basically need this to stay in the game.
Yeah. Got it.
After this, there's not much time left. We're already in the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, I mean, we're just started, so second drive, so they still got time. It's just, you're right. You don't want to start giving up more points. You know, they stopped the offense for a couple plays here, a couple series. So
you're at least
you
3
just
scores
gotta
down.
Do what you do. Do what you do.
Yeah.
Quick passes. He's got to get 20 yards. He's got to give him enough time to get 20 yards. Or you get a penalty.
And that's a pass
And you get a
interference,
penalty.
and that'll definitely do it. I don't know if that was a catchable ball.
That's
but
exactly what I was going to say. Even if it wasn't uncatchable, you still railed him. He
Yeah.
had he made no attempt to play the ball. He played.
So that
the
is,
man. That's a freebie.
yeah, that is a gift for the Jackals.
Because that's an automatic first.
Yeah,
So that gets him out.
yeah. Giving them an opportunity to make plays is the only way to make plays
Yeah.
and gain yardage.
It's far and few between here, though, for them. They got they got to keep the drive going here. And you don't want to burn clock.
Yeah. All right, so we're
Eric, why are you wearing blue? He's on your blue and gold shirt again.
yeah.
He's not
So we're
happy.
1st and 10 from the 40. And they're just
Oh, a little play fake.
throw it into the ground.
Well, again, you're moving. You got people in front of you.
Yeah. Gibson on the other end of that throw. They haven't altered the snap count at all, and they're just the defensive line from the Seminoles is just going to town.
Teeing off. You can see it. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
But again, it's you get the same from high school as well, all the way up to college. You have to beat us. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So you have to beat us. If you can get in there and beat us, then good for you. But 9 times out of 10, they're hoping they can do it the other way, and it just hasn't worked out today. It's just a different animal when you're playing the Seminoles. Just different. And they're only rushing. Well, they're rushing 4. Cruiser's coming from the outside. Good steps. Good time.
And he just
Threw it
that
again.
was the wind. And that's
Yep.
Wilson on the interception.
Yep.
And he's
Staying in bounds.
he's
And he's out
stepped
there.
on the line there.
They saw it. We saw it on our view.
Yeah, we saw it.
Don't know if anybody else, but we saw it.
Apparently none of the referees are calling him
It's
out.
all right.
Wow.
Yeah. That's just because we have that view from up top, Eric.
Yeah.
That's the whole crux of it is we get that view from up top, and it's right directly down. That's the only way you're going to see that. These guys are going to see it from all the way down the field coming down. So, big difference, though.
Don't let the Jackals see that instant replay. It was probably a well-thrown ball up until the point the wind got a hold of it, and it just kind of went right to Wilson.
I don't know if we're going to get to it, but I'm going to try to get to you. See if we can get it. They're going to bring him out. They're not going to let him sit there. Let's see if we get it. Just let me know when they break. Here it is.
This is the run back.
Let's see.
There, and then there, and then there.
Yeah, we got it. All right, just as long as we got it.
Yeah.
Just show people. Show people at home. But hey, it's all good in football. It's all good.
There's a reason why the NFL has instant replay, because officials are not perfect.
No. And neither are we. Like, that's maybe the first time this year we've actually caught something that was, by film.
Yeah. That's a handoff.
It's Pear still running hard.
Yeah. So he'll gain about 1 or 2 on the play.
Now holding the sticks, though. Yeah, second down.
It's going to be about 2nd and 9 here.
So we will be on the air tomorrow from Altoona, Pennsylvania. Hopefully there's a signal out there. I don't know if they have internet yet, but I think they have cell phones.
The Amish.
In the Amish. They may have cell phones. But we will be on the air. Kickoff is 2:30, so we'll be on the air around 2:15 with the Honorable Tom Wilkins back at the helm. And then the following week, we will be in Philly for the final. And that will be it for us. We're going to let somebody else do the All-Star game. Somebody else enjoy the fun.
Wilson back and wide open.
Yeah.
Wide open is Errol James.
Errol James, a touchdown.
From Jamaica, New York.
That's it.
That's.
We're not going to say it. We're not going to kill the game yet, but we're going to say, you know what?
It's going to be tough to come back.
They're rolling. So whoever's going to play them next week, it's watching.
Yeah.
Now's your time to start scouting because they're rolling. It took them a quarter.
Yeah.
They had that week off, that layoff.
Yeah.
Took them a quarter to get the offense going, and the next thing you know, it's back to touchdowns. 36.
And they hand it. The handoff going to get stopped.
Yep, they get him.
So it's 30-6. Only down 24. That's 3 scores still.
Right. And you're in the fourth.
Yeah. You're in the fourth, but you need to get some offensive production really quick here if you're the Jackals.
Yeah. And they haven't really shown it all game.
Yeah.
He hasn't done any of our. If we go back to our pregame, I like to do this because Eric's here. You can see our pregame 3 points. Yeah. Taps got hurt.
Stay out of your own red zone.
Stay out of your own, which they couldn't do, and they couldn't come up with those deep balls.
Yeah.
That's what happens. And then when you look at the Seminoles, our pregame for the Seminoles was defend your house, right?
Yeah.
Which they have done.
Yeah.
Convert every opportunity they've had. 32 points up there.
Yeah.
And they have picked up the blitz. They've only let up a couple sacks this game.
Yeah.
So they definitely picked up the blitz and made some changes there, which is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Winning football.
Wilson has also done a great job at being elusive and avoiding sacks.
Yeah. So. Yes, definitely.
Seems to be having trouble getting people to cover the kickoff here.
Yeah. You got guys taking shoulder pads off. That's what's going on now.
Yeah.
You hit that spot, and it's like, first team offense is done. Yeah. Second team,
Well, injuries are important. It can happen on any play. So resting players is definitely an important thing.
Even in semi-pro, you would not think at this level because people pay to play. You want to get out there for every down.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sometimes you take a break here.
Got quite a bit of gap there on their kickoff return.
10 yards. About 11.
No. In between their front line and their second line.
Yeah, that's
25 yards.
You would think it. Then again, if that was Vin, he'd be able to put it there. I don't know if if he has the skill to do that. But again, that's why you come out here, right? You have 32-6. Try it out.
I think Malik's just gonna give this one a boot as far as he can with the wind.
That's
although the wind
too.
looks like it's kind of blowing
opposite, left to right now. Left to right.
Yeah, it's blowing back to that corner of the end zone there on the left. You can see the towel moving from Chris Jean-Pierre.
Beautiful setting now.
Yeah. Oh,
Guess what? Put it there.
oh,
Oh,
all right. Jackals recover the kick. So they got good field position. They're on the 42-yard line here.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Let's see. We've seen a lot. We've seen a lot this game. And again, anybody watching the game from home, all the people watching, we hope you enjoy the coverage we have. 1,000 views. A lot of the comments here. Trying to read one that's at least, doesn't have curse words in it. No, I'm just kidding. All good. All good. 1,000 views, Eric, for your first game. So they know what they say. It's not the commentary.
Well, there's a good product on the field, so that helps.
And there's nothing else going on today. What else? Tour de France? Tour de Switzerland? I think that's the only other sport on today.
Doesn't matter who's announcing the Super Bowl. They
Nope.
still get viewers.
Yeah. And commercials and everything else. But we like to just lead you down.
Yeah.
Lead you down the field.
All right, Trotman back. Oh, handoff
Inside.
there.
There's your guy 26 running.
Oh, and he
Breaks it.
Oh,
Breaks
and he
another
breaks
one.
it.
In the dark.
And it's a foot
He's
race.
going.
Oh, and he slipped down. That was a great run there.
Yep. As soon as he breaks that up, breaks the first contain, and that's what we talked about almost all game. Is you got to break that first tackle. You break it and you go.
Yeah. All right, now they're hurrying up.
Got to.
Yeah.
A little dark in that end zone. We're trying to light it up a little bit.
Yeah, clouds have come in here. So, snap. Oh, another handoff, but he takes a wallop.
32 on that tackle.
Yeah, from Xavier Carpenter. Wind seems to have picked up a little bit here too.
Yeah, it's getting towards 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Getting towards the end of the day here.
All right, coming back, throws it.
Pass in the dark.
Yeah, it's incomplete, off the hands of, I think that's number 88, Dwayne Allen.
Yep.
Seems like his footing hasn't been comfortable the entire time he's
No.
been playing.
No, he's had a hard time finding receivers, and he's had a hard time, getting the plays out because he's just under constant pressure.
Yeah, he seems antsy. He seems like he's throwing off his back foot a lot, not stepping into throws, and that's what caused the high throws and inaccurate passing.
And all these incompletes do is stop the clock. That's what the Seminoles are saying. Let's go.
So, Trotman in the gun. Marset next to him. Overthrown, and it's intercepted.
It's a third of the game.
And they're calling him down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Javon Holland, the interception.
Great play. Read it. A little overthrow.
Yeah.
And you're compensating for a lot of things out there, but it's an uphill battle here. So give us one more read for our top Serve Pro.
All right.
Well, we got a chance.
This is one of our sponsors here, Serve Pro. Why choose Serve Pro? We have more than 2,100 locations nationwide, serving 97% of all U.S. zip codes within 2 hours. We're available 24/7. An emergency can happen at any time, and our customer care center is ready to take your call day or night. Just call Serve Pro for immediate assistance. We have highly trained professionals with more than 50 years of experience. We've earned reputation as #1 in the cleanup and restoration industry and specialize in fire and water damage, specialty cleaning, mold, and so much more. To reach us, you can call 1-800-SERVE-PRO.
Whatever they want up there. Our school was right on TV.
So we have late in the fourth quarter here.
30.
We got the Seminoles 30, the Jackals 6 here. The Seminoles just looking to kind of run out the clock here, I think. trying to see if I can hear some rumblings from the sideline about how much time's left.
Yeah, sometimes referees will tell you on the sideline.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
I think the guy that is holding the clock is the line judge all the way down there. So.
Yes, he's with us. Haven't had the 2-minute warning yet, though.
Yeah.
There's a pair run in the end zone. Barely gets out.
Oh, dicey.
Yeah, he barely got out of that end zone. That's almost a 3-yard loss. They're on the 4 down to the 1.
Yeah.
Like to take the chance to wish the Mount Vernon Bangers luck tonight. A lot of the Seminoles play for both this team and the Bangers, and they have the TFL championship tonight. So, wish them a lot of luck. Is that Thunder?
That was Thunder. And I think they might be stopping the game here.
I don't see lightning.
I didn't see lightning either, but I think the storm's coming in from behind us. So, I think they're talking.
Got to figure out how much time's left, if it's worth it.
Yeah, at that point, I know safety is the #1 concern here. I see the referees walking.
He's talking to Sean.
Yeah, he's talking to
our director on site.
I think he's telling them to just keep it going.
Yeah, just keep it going. Rolling.
And rain is coming. It is raining now.
What in the hell?
You're on the field.
Pull this. Pull this. Yeah, just move my phone in. Good. We're out.
Yeah, I mean, the rain's coming the other way.
It's coming in the other. Plus, we have a gutter.
So
our film guy is just waiting right now because he's probably getting stuff on the camera.
They just took a timeout here, the Jackals, I think.
That's what you want. Delay as much as you can in the rain.
Oh, and now there's a fight amongst players.
Same team.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that on film.
Oh, yeah.
I would say now would be a good time just to end it.
Yeah, just. And I think it's hailing.
That's it. They're fighting everywhere.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see, and we got teams shaking hands right now.
Yep, and that's a wrap.
That is a wrap for the game. Our final is going to be Seminoles 30, Jackals 6.
And get graphics too up there.
Yeah.
So the Seminoles will move on. Just like to thank you, Eric, for coming.
Yeah.
As always, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And
it's a blast. I'm glad I got to do this.
Never know when we'll get another chance to do this, but I'll be calling you like with no notice.
Yeah.
So again, everybody, thank you for watching, and we'll be on the air tomorrow.
All right.